You ever watch a trailer for a movie and thought this is what you're gonna get when watching an actual movie, but instead you get something a bit better? That might be Heart Eyes, and I gotta explain why, so let's talk about it. Heart Eyes is directed by Josh Rubin, and the plot of the movie is, for the past several years, the Heart Eyes killer has wreaked havoc on Valentine's Day by stalking and murdering romantic couples. This Valentine's Day, no couple is safe. So if you guys followed me on my channel, you guys know I'm a sucker for a good horror movie, and Heart Eyes definitely captured my attention. The trailer was really good. It kind of reminded me of My Bloody Valentine, where we do have like a serial killer killing people on Valentine's Day. So of course I had to give this movie a chance, and I'm actually glad that I got to watch Heart Eyes because it's not only a slasher movie, but it's also a romantic comedy in the weirdest twisted way possible, and I gotta explain why. Starting off with the story and the script itself, I do feel like there's a lot of comedic tones in this film that don't overlap itself or kind of like beat you on the nose with the same continuing jokes like other movies have done. But in this case, you're in a slasher movie, and yet we're kind of laughing along at the same time. Usually when tones kind of change a bit in a movie where it kind of sticks to one genre, it kind of ruins the flow, but in this case it just works. It's really rare that this happens, and I can see some people not liking that, but for me, it worked. Not only I was freaking out from some of the kills and gores, which I would say the practical effects are phenomenal, and at the same time I was just laughing at some of the comedic moments, some of the self-awareness that we would normally see in a romantic comedy movie, but in a way it kind of keeps it in a sharp pace. The comedic moments don't really overbear itself, and at the same time it's almost like a parody, but not so much a parody. Like, you ever seen the scary movies that came out back in 2000 where it kind of like made fun of like a lot of horror movies, and there's a lot of like poop jokes, sex jokes involved, but in this case it's just more just self-awareness than just goofy slapstick comedy. And normally those tones don't work unless you have a really good script and a really good cast. In this case, yeah, we have a good script, and we have great two main leads in this film that actually have amazing chemistry. Olivia Holt and Mason Gooding are just magnetic when they're on screen, especially in the first 20 to 30 minutes of this movie where we kind of get to know them a little bit, even though we do get more backstory with these characters along the movie. But the fact that they establish who these people are, what they go through, I mean, they're kind of like work colleagues in a way. They're not really a couple. I'm not sure if I'm spoiling that too much, but there's something else brewing between these two which we kind of get attached. And normally these two aren't your run-of-the-mill cheesy couples that you see in romantic movies. I would say that they're a little more self-aware and actually understanding the situation and not being stupid about it. Like, they actually fight back this serial killer that is trying to kill them, and it just leads up to just fun, interesting motives. Overall, I really enjoyed Heart Eyes. This was a solid slasher romantic comedy. Normally, those genres don't really mix well, but it has a right balance where it doesn't really overbeat itself with its jokes. It has enough kills to make you like squirm or freak out. Like, it just surprisingly works. I can understand that people may not like this movie for those type of tones being presented, but in this case, it just works for me. I know there's a lot of horror fans who like dark comedy, and I think they're gonna appreciate that a bit more. If you're expecting like a full-on slasher movie where everyone's serious, this may not be for you. And before I present my final score of this film, please leave a like down below, comment on what's your favorite holiday horror movie, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new to this channel. And my overall score for Heart Eyes is a 4 out of 5. It's definitely a high recommendation for me if you're into like horror and comedy mixed together, but doesn't overbeat itself with the jokes, has really clever kills and great interesting leads with amazing chemistry. I'm not sure if this would be an interesting date night movie for Valentine's Day, but if you're someone who likes a good slasher flick with some comedic moments, this might be it for you. It's not too scary for all the men and ladies out there, but it's still enjoyable enough and still funny that it actually makes fun of other romantic movies. But that's gonna do it for me, guys. Appreciate you for watching this review. Definitely subscribe down below if you haven't yet, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Have a great week. Happy Valentine's Day, and I'll catch you very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.